After the tragic terrorist attacks in Paris, there was a lockdown in Belgium in an effort to find the terrorists that were fleeing. Now, during the lockdown, of course, there were soldiers and cops that had to work together, and some worked a little closer to one another than others, okay? Two Belgian newspapers are reporting that during November's ISIS manhunt in Brussels, 8 soldiers and 2 policewomen coped with the tension by throwing an orgy. The action went down in a police station that was temporarily used as a barracks while military forces combed the city, and at one point, between long shifts, a 10-person orgy began amid the cots. Now, there's an investigation into this to see if there was actually an orgy and if there was really any wrongdoing. I don't know how these newspapers got this information, but I don't know why there needs to be an investigation into it. Like, let's all move on with our lives. Like, we're living in a society where cops are killing unarmed people on a regular basis. If these cops are making love to one another, have at it.
Okay, no, but that's the difference between European cops and U.S. cops. Yeah. U.S. cops are way too busy killing people. Belgian cops are like, to be fair to them, by the way, it wasn't like, hey, they should be out fighting ISIS and instead they're doing this. They were between what they described as long shifts. I don't know why, but everything in this story sounded sexual to me. Long shifts. And they were between the cots. Okay. So they were not on duty in that particular case.
Right.
They were doing one shift after another, and they were at a downtime when they went downtown
which is why I'm okay with it. If you guys can remember, years ago, Cenk and I did this story about a cop having consensual sex on duty, like on the hood of his police car, right?
On duty.
Okay.
That's a different kind of perversion.
So Cenk, as usual, especially when there's sex involved, he's like, let him go, let him go. And I was saying, no, don't let him go. They're using my taxpayer money and spending that time, like, having sex. Like, have as much sex as you want, just don't do it while you're on the job, right? Like, everyone wants to have sex once in a while when they're on their jobs, but you want to, like, take a step back and be like, you know what, gotta be profesh, right? These cops were not professional. However, the ones in Belgium, yeah, like, they're between shifts. They happen to be at the police station. There's no law against orgies. Like, have fun. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. No, look, technically, of course it's wrong because they should do it at home. They shouldn't do it there. And
we should all have sex at home. I know you're like super boring. And
I know it's your off, but you can't. Of course, it's unprofessional to do it at office. I mean, if the orgy broke out here, I don't know that I'm firing people, but I'm like, guys, you got to take it somewhere else.
You definitely would not fire people.
Okay, so I get why their superior officers who work above them had issues with what people were doing down below.
Right.
Okay, but overall, of course, I'm going to yell, let him go. Like, I'm sure a lot of people saw this like, this is outrageous. You know, they were thinking,
shame, shame, shame.
No, I don't agree, okay? I know you want him to say,
oh my God, I am totally sorry for that.
But I say...
That was pretty impressive. Did you plan that ahead of time?
Not really, no.
Wow, okay.
Okay, so by the way, it was 2 policewomen with 8 soldiers. And they describe, I don't know if this is true, but the reports described the women as particularly horny. Okay, that's why I was like, really? I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
Made me want to go to, Belgium and figure out what's going on. I mean,
2 women and 8 men.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I guess if you're taking on 8 guys, maybe you are horny, right? So, assuming that it was all above board, if you will, and consensual, and everybody's having fun, slap on the wrist. Okay, like, oh, guys, don't have sex in the office again.
Right.
If you're gonna gang bang, go gang bang at home or at a YMCA or
We're
something.
leaving out a very important detail. Apparently, the police women, got turned on by the male soldiers because they weren't male cops; they were male soldiers. So the male soldiers showed up and they're like,
in uniform.
Uniform, and they're like, "We're on lockdown. We're here to protect you." And then the women were like, oh, I like your uniform. And then all of a sudden, boom, they're having sex.
They're like, ooh, nice muscles from Brussels.